What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Power, Grace, Purpose. I am your partner in purpose, Elena J. So let's get this started. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed and shared videos so far. It has been such a fun journey, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm excited about where this journey is going to take us. So let's get started. So now that we know why self-worth is important, let's talk about how we can improve it. The first way we can improve our self-worth is to affirm ourselves. I'm taking that from Cora. I thought it was a great point. Affirming ourselves gives us permission, right? It gives us permission to receive all the great things that are coming our way. I think as a woman, it's easy for us to just overcompensate, right? And just work so hard for every little thing that we do. And some of it is just like, no, girl, you deserve this, honey. You put in the years, you put in the hours, you put in the resources. Receive it. So I encourage you guys to write down 5 to 10 affirmations that you can say on a daily basis. I'm going to do that as well. And that will keep you in a space to receive or to just keep moving forward. My next point is SelfCare. So we can improve our self-worth by exercising self-care. Now, I know everybody listening to this is familiar with self-care, right? It's something that is being pushed and pushed and pushed right now. And I challenge you to look at self-care as a requirement, not an option. You have to be intentional about taking care of yourself. And it can look different for each of us. For me, I like to be in a calm, relaxed state. I'm a very chill person. And so I don't like noise. I don't like clutter. I just like simplicity, right? So my self-care can be as simple as cleaning my room, lighting a candle, and drinking some juice out of a wine glass, right? That creates an experience for me. I love experiences. Be intentional about it, because if you aren't intentional about it, nobody else is going to be intentional about it. As women in business, we can get so busy giving and giving and giving. All the while we're neglecting ourselves. And we get to a point to where we're just on E, right? And when you're on E, you're not beneficial to anybody, including yourself. So we want to make sure that we're filling ourselves up in a way that when we do give to other people, it's overflow, right? You know, there has to be balance with it. You have to first care for yourself and then give to other people. And yeah, it's a little selfish, but in a good way. We have to be selfish sometimes. If we don't care for ourselves and the temple that we have, how are we going to be of use to anybody else? And then the last way to improve your self-worth is to watch your surroundings. And when I was thinking through how to explain this, I thought of the definition of a noun. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but stay with me. So a noun is defined as what? A person, place, or a thing. So I think when you think of watching your surroundings, you can put it in those 3 categories. A person or people. What kind of people do you have around you, right? Are they complimenting you? You know, do they feed your soul? Do they put you in a positive place and give you peace? Or are they a leech? You know, are they spreading negativity into your space? We have to consider those things. This can be people who, it can be family, it can be friends, right? And sometimes it just requires us to distance ourselves and make that space to where, you know, we can do what we have to do to grow. It's important to be mindful of those things, because as you go into different seasons and as you're shifting through the ups and downs of business, you need those people around you to hold you accountable, to support you, to love on you, and to just push you into that next level. The next category is place. So take a look around you right now, right? What does your environment look like? Is it a place where your creativity, your innovation, and just your growth can be fostered? And if the answer is no, you need to make some adjustments. Something that I thought about when I was thinking about this is how we subconsciously do things that reflect our self-worth. And what I mean by that is some of us may be living in a space that we prayed for, that we were hoping to God to have, and now we're in it and we're not even taking care of it. That subconsciously is saying that you don't think you're worth having this nice space that fosters your peace, that fosters your creativity, that fosters your innovation, and just overall contributes to your growth. So be mindful of your space. Place can also apply to spaces we go to outside of our home. Are they contributing to your overall well-being? And then our last category is things, right? So anything can fit into this category, but the two that I want to focus on are social media and content that we consume. So social media, as you guys know, is life basically right now. And the way that we can improve our self-worth by monitoring social media is by putting boundaries in place around social media. We expose ourselves to so many people and everything that's happening in the world that subconsciously, some of that stuff is, just sitting in our spirits and subconsciously coming out in our thoughts and our desires, and we don't even know it. In order to improve our self-worth, we have to have those boundaries in place where maybe we take a social media fast, or maybe we unfollow some people or block some folks, right? Think about it. Social media allows you into the lives of people that you honestly don't give two craps about, for real. What happens is, we start to compare ourselves and we want this thing and that thing, and it's things that we would never want if we weren't exposed to it. Just by looking at this person's life, right? And I say life because people show us what they want to show us. So value your time, value your mind and your spirit, and put those boundaries in place. And the same thing with content. When it comes to shows that we're watching, things that we're reading, just whatever it is that we're consuming, be mindful of that. Pay attention to how you respond to it. Does it make you feel some way emotionally? Does it have any type of negative effect on you? If so, you need to make a shift. As you guys navigate these things, get comfortable saying no. That is a word that I absolutely love at this point. Know what you're willing to do and know what you're not willing to do to preserve your self-worth and to keep it intact. If that means not going to a function or not engaging in this relationship, not taking advantage of this opportunity, say no. It's fine. It helps you to stay aligned and to stay focused on what your ultimate goal is. I would also encourage you to do an internal inspection regularly, right? Maybe once a week, bi-weekly, however often you need to do it. I say weekly, maybe at the end of the week, or maybe on a Sunday, something like that. Evaluate what happened the past week. What triggered you? What didn't? What type of thoughts are you having emotionally? How are you? Emotionally, spiritually, physically. What's going on? take inventory of what's happening with you and do it often so you can adjust accordingly. The journey of self-worth is ever evolving, right? It never stops. We have to be intentional about catering to it and nurturing it. So I encourage you guys to, take what I've shared in this video and apply it. And as you do, let me know what happens. I'd love to know how your journey is going, and I will continue to share mine with you guys. So if this resonated with you, make sure you like this video, subscribe, share it with a friend, and I will see you guys in the next one.